Afternoon VC. Alright, so another video up here. End of year. Got to get these in. So this one is going to be basically the best records of 2022 for me. Or, well, at least what I picked up that was released in 2022 as far as new music is concerned. So, no archival releases, no reissues, not really anything like that. I think there's like one exception in here to the rules. So we'll go through everything here. Not quite as much as I thought I would have had for this year. There's probably just under 20 records that are it's new music that I bought this year. I'm just constantly going backwards, so as far as stuff from the past that I've been exploring, but some good new records, mostly heavy records, heavy music, but that's kind of what I buy that's new. I kind of keep up with all that. The heavy scene is something I've been in a long time. The first record is a band from Austin, Texas. I've seen them here at the Fillmore before. They were killer. That's the Black Angels. This is Wilderness of Mirrors. It's a great, crazy cover. Fantastic stuff from them. 15 songs. If you know the Black Angels, their style doesn't change a whole lot, but they definitely branched out a little bit more with the sound on this one. So yeah, from Austin, Black Angels. There were a couple of Boris releases. Of course, Boris from Japan. I think they reside in England now, though. But yeah, they put out. They're constantly putting records out. So there was W. This is the Sea Blue vinyl edition, and there is Wada, who I would love to marry. This is on Sacred Bones Records, and I'll show you the record on this one if I can get her out of here. There's a nice insert of her as well with this booklet. And let's see, this one looks like here on the blue. So sludge metal band on this one, at least the style. They change it up quite a bit, their styles, though. So there's W. Back in there. And then later in the year, they put out Heavy Rocks, which is just that, Heavy Rocks. It's rocks pretty heavy. This one's on Relapse, or Fang's Anal Satan Records. I really dig this one. And this is Milky Clear with the Splatter Edition, limited to 500 copies. They pressed a bunch of different copies of this, though, so you can get it on different colors or whatever. But this looks like Halloween. The great Boris labels. I love those labels. And yeah, nice booklet with this one too. Yeah, more grooving rock on this one. Not the best recording, but pretty good stuff from Boris. Next up is a band, Canyons. What's the name of this one? Stay Buried. The heavy scene out of Kansas City, Missouri is really up and coming, and this is one of the great bands from there. The Ghost is Clear Records and Knife Hits had a hand in putting this out along with a few other labels and distribution. Love the guitars on this. Good heavy stuff. And I got a limited edition that comes with an extra cover. So it's labeled 21 of 50, so there are only 50 that had this extra cover. I'll show you the record on this one. Nice booklet. guys on the back. This one's on this crazy, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, like goldish, well, I guess some kind of gold splatter. Looks like there's actual like pieces of gold in the record. Pretty crazy. Knife Hits is a label out of Philly that puts a lot of great bands out now, outside of Philly, so they've really kind of tapped into the Kansas City scene. There's a lot of those bands kind of stick together and play together. The heavy scene now. A lot of friendship with these bands, which I dig. You know, it's like the old school days. You know, bands had to help other bands out. You know, we'll headline somebody. You know, you can come and we'll headline some shows in our town, and then, you know, trade off. Next up is a band I saw in Asheville this summer. I think it's about the third time I've seen them. Yeah, Cave In, Heavy Pendulum. Complete change for them. Of course, they're coming back after losing their bass player, and this is a freaking great record. It's rock. I mean, it's just really good groove. Yeah, Heavy Pendulum's a great name for it. I've got two different versions. I don't know why that happened. I think I ordered one and forgot about it because I ordered it so far in advance on a pre-order. It's a limited edition of 300, the Newberry Comics version, and then, which is like it's a gold splatter, almost similar to the Canyons looking record. And then I bought one at Lunchbox because that one hadn't arrived yet, because it was limited to 1,000 copies. It was like the record store day, or not record store day, but independent record store version. So I have this copy too. So now I have two copies, but you know, both limited, so that's cool. That's a great record. A lot of good videos they've done. They're doing fantastic music videos, just like old school MTV days. So there's like at least three music videos that I've seen off that album. Yeah, New Reality, Blood Spiller, the first two tracks are great, especially. Another great heavy band from Kansas City, Nerver, Cash, one of my favorite records of the year. I got the CD as well for the car for this. This is on TGIC Records. Fucking more great heaviness. You know, post-hardcore, I guess is, I don't know how to put some of these heavy bands into genres, but I guess that's what it would be. This one has a nice insert as well. There's also, for some reason, a lot of gold vinyl this year. More gold. So yeah, that's more great heavy stuff from 2022. KC, Nerver, Cash. If I can get it back in the thing. What else is next? This is a band that had been gone for a long time, has reformed, completely changed their sound. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's absolutely amazing. And that's the Mars Volta, and their self-titled release from this year. Again, we're going with, for some reason, gold is the theme, and this is gold with, I think it's gold wax too. This record, they have a lot of Puerto Rican influence on this record, which is fantastic. This is just black vinyl, but it's a beautiful. I think the cover's limited on this, is what the deal is, but a beautiful booklet. Clouds Hill, Rodriguez Lopez Productions, beautiful stuff. Some of these songs are just mind-blowingly good. Intricate guitar playing, the best vocals that I've heard from Cedric Bixler is on this record. Just gorgeous vocals. But yeah, not a lot of folks are into this one. I think it's great. One of the best of the year. Here's a couple records from Vinyl Community members that was released in 2022 that I think are absolutely fantastic. One from Dom in Ithaca, from Seeking a Thread, Material Objects, Content versus Carrier. Love this record. Yeah, a lot of great influences can be heard in this. This is on Habit Forming Records, Angry Mom, of course, the shop that Dom works at. Everybody knows Dom. Sonic Youth influence, Built to Spill, I hear, Versus, things like that. You know, New York scene stuff. Of course, Built to Spill from Idaho, but yeah, if you dig those bands, I recommend Material Objects, Content versus Carrier, really cool. And Dom plays guitar, sings, plays a little sax on this as well. Great bass and drums with him. So, and I think they'll have more coming down the line. We have also, he doesn't have his channel up anymore, but Henry Derek Ellis, he is active in the Vinyl Champions Facebook group though, and met up with us at Amoeba for our dig when I was out there in 2021. And he's now in a doom metal band, Qualm, and this is their double LP, Resilience and Despair. And a lot of this reminds me of a Koi Eye from Johnson City, Tennessee. It's heavy but beautiful. So basically, if you took a Koi Eye and added doom vocals, you get Qualm. And this is on Hypethral Records. This was actually, the records were made in Canada. This is quite a release. If you like any doom metal, this is going to be up your alley. He always includes a ton of great inserts and stuff. That's from one of his earlier records. Everything's autographed from the band. These are this gray version. Absolutely fantastically heavy stuff. Great guitar playing from Henry Derek Ellis on this. Like I said, some of his playing reminds me of Koi Eye, which is a great thing. One of the best bands ever, in my opinion. Kind of like Koi Eye is similar to Pelican. This can get real heavy. If you like Neurosis, this is a good one. Isis, things like that. Qualm, Resilience and Despair. Next, speaking of Pelican, here's a band that I discovered because of Pelican. That's Russian Circles. This is their album Gnosis. Great instrumental heaviness from Chicago. This is on Sargent House. They've been on Sargent House for a long time. I pre-ordered this way in advance. I had forgotten about it. It just showed up on the porch one day. This is their 8th LP. I've seen them a few times, and they're incredible live. There's footage on my channel of them from here in Charlotte at Neighborhood Theater. This is a beautiful copy again. Gold and orange on this one. Everybody doing gold this year. There's some epically long, great cuts on this. And a really cool video they released, probably for, I forget which, maybe the title track. Really good music video, kind of crazy, industrial looking. So Russian Circles, they've been around quite a long time now. They still kind of seem new to me in my head, but they've been going forever. This is definitely going to be high on a lot of people's lists, and maybe even the album of the year on a lot of people's lists. That's The Smile, A Light for Attracting Attention. Of course, a good chunk of Radiohead in here. So this is the limited double LP. Yellow Wax, or I guess it's the on XL Recordings version for independent record stores. Don't get the yellow. There's massive pressing flaws with this as far as the sound. So I'm gonna trade this in for a copy on Black Wax, but yeah, it's well known, I guess, now that there was an issue with this pressing. I don't know what the hell they did, because they're not warped or anything like that. But God, there's just a weird thing going on. The music just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Great songs. I've listened to it online to compare, because I was like, wait a minute, what am I listening to here? Is this kind of off? But it is definitely going to be a lot of people's album of the year. I just got to get a copy with no flaws. Here's another prolific band, the OCs, and this is a Foul Form. So this was their offering in 2022, more of a punk edge to it on this one. Castle Face Records. So yeah, saw them in Carborough, Cat's Cradle, phenomenal with the double drums. They were playing like Face Stabber and that kind of stuff at the time. I dig seeing them play this punk stuff. But yeah, let's see if there's any. Oh yeah, this is a special version for their home store, so to speak, is Permanent Records in Los Angeles. So this comes with a really cool insert band there, and this is the limited version for that shop on the purple. Not gold, but purple. So yeah, this comes with a bunch of those things here to download. The car, which is nice. I like that the OCs always include that. So a Foul Form. Turning to Spain. Only a couple I got from Spain this year. Tundra, Hex, another heavy instrumental melodic band similar to Pelican in Russian circles, but still their own thing. So yeah, Tundra, Hex, they've put out a lot of albums. They've been around a while now. Fantastic guitars on this. Love this band. It's a freaking really cool cover. It's got comes with a CD as well, which I love that they do that, and a booklet for B-Core Records Barcelona. Although this is not on B-Core, they distribute it for them. This is just on black. It's on Black Wax with custom labels. We'll show you those. There you go. Really cool. Nice sleeve. This I think is on Sony. I think they're big now to the point where they're on Sony Music. They sell out gigs over there. They're huge. Tundra. They're from Madrid, in Spain. It's interesting that you'd have that scene in Madrid. And also from Spain, you got this group I love. Their noise group KLS. This is a split with Marti, the Fama split EP, and really cool packaging on this. Love KLS. Whole crew. It's instrumental, real heavy, short songs, really powerful noise rock. I love everything they do, but it kind of opens up like a folder, and the record kind of sits in the bottom there. It's kind of fragile. It's got all the words. I think it's Catalan. This is on black, custom labels there. A lot of attention to detail in this packaging, just for a few short songs, which is really cool. They're just a really powerful group. I love everything they've done, so I support them when I can. And they don't press a whole lot, so it's cool to get that. KLS. not to be confused with the 80s KLS. Alright, so now we get to albums of the year. So basically my album of the year for 2022 is going to be off Free LSD. Holy shit, is this great. Just the best riffs. The absolute best riffs. Keith Morris, killer vocals, so much energy at his age. Dimitri Coates, though, on this is a fucking god on the guitar. And you've got the bass player from Trail of Dead on this, and Justin Brown on drums. And then he has you got John Wall on saxophone here and there. Fat Possum Records. Yeah, album of the year. Short songs, punk. Los Angeles band. Has this interesting, what they put the lyrics on is basically the little blocks of what LSD would be on. So that's why it's called Free LSD. You should see the video, it's great. And I did get the, I think I ordered this early, so I got the blue copy. It sounds great. Same formula that they always have, but just even better riffs, just and changes in the songs, just mind-meltingly heavy goodness. Yeah, this is definitely my. I'm gonna get it back in there currently. Definitely my album of the year. Off Free LSD as far as new music this year. However, there's a caveat. This record came out in November of 2021. However, the vinyl was not released until 2022. I think it might have got to me in February or a little later. It took a long time to get this vinyl done because there was a hurricane that hit Louisiana and the pressing plant they were having it done at was wiped off the map. And so they had to go to plan D or something, you know what I mean? Everything was up in the air, and that's Kowloon-Walled City, Piecework. So technically, for me, they got Album of the Year in 2021 and 2022. This is a masterpiece of heavy music. Their guitar player blows my mind. They're just the deepest, heaviest, most well-written songs on the heavy scene is this band from the Oakland, San Francisco area. Gilead Media. Piecework. I had some trouble with this one as far as, yeah, the cover's damaged on this one, and then the other one was warped or something, but from the label. And let me see if the record comes with a poster. Yeah, this is the limited in the yellow with some swirl in it, if you can see that. It's got a really cool, I don't know, label there, custom. I got it on CD as well for the car. Yeah, there's, you know, as my friend Joe said, Cinemechanica was our top band going until they retired, and now it's Kowloon-Walled City. Lungfish before that, but Kowloon is kings of the world for me. Yeah, they just are on another level altogether. They've toured with bands like Neurosis. Actually, my friend Jason Teeter's band, Machete, has played with these guys. And they just toured with Mets. I think they just stopped in Seattle, sold out. Mets, great Canada band. So now you get to my jazz album of the year. And that's what was just playing, was side one of Daniel Villarreal, Panama 77, on the International Anthem Recording Company label. Unbelievable stuff. I don't have anything else like this record. Jeff Parker on guitar. Aki Navarro, who I recognize. I don't recognize any of these other players, but yeah, Daniel Villarreal is the percussionist, the drummer. Just you heard this, unbelievably good. And it always has the crazy hype saying on these: floral array of percussive psychedelic funk blossoms forged from an abundant garden of communal instruments. It's taking a little far, but yeah, this is my jazz album of the year. I did not buy hardly any new jazz this year. I think my honorable mention would go to Matthew Shipp and his trio and their album World Construct. I did not get vinyl. I don't think it was released on vinyl. It just maybe on CD. Fantastic free jazz pianist with Michael Bizio bass and Newman Taylor Baker on drums. Recorded in 2021, released in 2022. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic stuff. And recorded during the pandemic. Matthew Shipp Trio, so that's my honorable mention. I do have one more honorable mention as far as albums are concerned. That would be Horse Girl, Versions of Modern Performance. I didn't get vinyl, but I did get the CD on Matador. Very young group of women here. Trio, trade-off singing, guitar, bass, drums. Highly influenced from Sonic Youth. Verses, kind of in the same way as Material Objects, but I don't know, different sound for them. The Youth is going to be okay. I love this band. Horse Girl, really good stuff, especially the drummer. The drummer slays it. Yeah, Matador Records. I mean, they were just out of high school, or still in high school, and got signed. That's how good they are. From Chicago, I believe. Next would be kind of my live album of the year, and that'd be Sun Ra Orchestra under the direction of Marshall Allen, Babylon Live. This is the autographed version, so it's autographed by Marshall Allen. I got this at Lunchbox. So it's limited to 1,999 copies. What record label is this on? It's on In Out Records. Yeah, double LP, some great stuff on here. Marshall Allen in his 90s, still trucking. But they've put out another album since this year, and I went to get it, but the copy Scott had in Lunchbox was heavily damaged in a corner, so I didn't buy it. So I can't really speak to that one. This is great live stuff from the orchestra. Marshall Allen keeping it rolling. And then my soundtrack of the year is going to be from Johnny Greenwood, you know, from The Smile, The Power of the Dog, the Netflix show. This is incredible album. Absolutely incredible. The guitar playing and the orchestration from Johnny Greenwood on here. I think there's a cellist on here that's absolutely fantastic. 25 Years to Open. What a great, great song. Just hauntingly awesome. And I haven't seen this show because I don't get Netflix. But this is an incredible record. Highly recommend. Maslow would love this. I'm sure he got it. So yeah, that's my records for 2022. Hope you're well. Peace.